Hello everybody. Today I will be sharing with you about the upcoming lunar eclipse and full moon in the energy of Taurus, which is happening the 19th of November. And this is exactly in 27 degrees of Taurus. So this lunar eclipse is like showing us the beginning of a new circle of eclipses, which will last for the upcoming 2 years. And they will be in the energies of Taurus and Scorpio. And as we said many times, Taurus is the energy that represents the earth, and Scorpio is the energy that represents our power, also control. So these will be the issues, the themes, let's say, we'll be working for the next 2 years as a collective. But let's look deeper into it. Today we'll be doing a different video. I would like to share with you the chart of the earth. Okay. I did calculate this using Athens as a location and the time that the full moon will be on its peak, Athens time. So don't bother to look at the houses and the exact alignments, because you will have to put your local time and location. So let's have a look here. What do we have? So we have here the moon, as we said before, in Taurus, and here we have Uranus in Taurus, and I talked a lot about it in my previous video about Uranus being the planet of awakening, of expansion, of freedom in the energy of Taurus, which represents the earth. And this is showing us how earth is moving on to a higher state of consciousness, is rising up. And here, the moon in Taurus, its moon is represent our emotions, the way we feel nourished, how we feel like we are in this invisible hug around us and feel good. So Taurus is energy that has to do a lot with our material needs, with safety, with security. Its energy has to do a lot with grounding as well. So here shows us that we might feel like we really seek this kind of security, this feeling good, this safety, right? But here, because the moon is doing an opposition with Mercury, here is Mercury in Scorpio, that can also will make us difficult to like express our needs, set clear boundaries to others, and say, oh, you know, I need this for feel good. And because Mercury in Scorpio is a position which shows that the communication, has a lot of power, but also it can be very, very emotional, like a lot of deep and hidden emotions can rise up. So that can also lead to a kind of like argument or conflict, as it's not going to be easy to communicate like with calm, let's say. So this is more on a personal level, how it's going to affect us. Now, on a collective level, this can affect very much the communications that had to do with social media and all these, we might feel like with all these new restrictions that our needs are kind of like, our boundaries are really pushed, and we don't have the air to breathe, and we can't feel secure and safe more in a society level, right? So that also can rise more fear in a collective and more anger, right, towards that, because you can't really communicate the needs, our needs. So another thing here we have a very strong aspect here, another opposition of Uranus, here the planet of awakening, with Mars in Scorpio. Mars in Scorpio is a very powerful alignment position, because Mars is the planet that has to do with war, with manifestation, with action. It also represents, in Shamanic Astrology, our masculine side. And this Mars in Scorpio is something that wants to take action, but not really feeling what it's doing, just going for it, right? And can be very impulsive sometimes. And here with this opposition here with Uranus in Taurus, that can show that shows a lot of tension, like a lot of tension. And you guys might already feel this tension if you're watching this video a few days before the full moon. Like the tension is really rising, and also another sign of like anger and frustration. And in a collective, this can represent even more restrictions coming up, more issues related with the pandemic, with economy, with Earth itself, like with the environment issues that have come up to the surface. And because Scorpio is the energy that has to do with secrets, also like some secrets, more in the collective, also in the personal level, can rise up with this kind of alignment. It's a very hard, these alignments that we are having in this full moon. Another thing I didn't say at the beginning, as you see here, we are having a stellium, we call it in astrology, is an astrological aspect when we have a few planets here in the energy of Scorpio. So we have the Sun, the Mercury, Mars, and the midheaven also here on the energy of Scorpio. So this is also highlights this energy of Scorpio, which is kind of like power issues and control issues that will be really the themes that we will be working on. And as I said, this is just the beginning. This lunar eclipse is just the beginning. This will be continuing for the upcoming 2 years. So another few things I want to share is like we are having two very potent T-squares. So here where we have Mars here doing an opposition with Uranus, then if you can visualize here, a line will be making a T-square with Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn in Aquarius, it's a very like opposite energy, because Saturn is also all about contraction, difficulties, challenges, is this kind of planet. And Aquarius is a very expansive energy, also has to do with technology, has to do with the new earth, with new ideas and all this kind of stuff. So this kind of T-square can rise a lot of kind of issues with let's say moving on into this new paradigm. Is going to bring a lot of hard energy to just we might feel stuck, let's say, in a personal level, but this is everything in this universe works for our highest and greatest good. So this also can highlight our deepest blockages on a personal level, right? And then another T-square here, we are having Mercury, as I said, opposition with the moon. And then if you can visualize from here a straight line that will make a T-square with Jupiter, that is also in Aquarius. This is very interesting here. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of abundance, of easy flow, of all of this amazing, like, good luck stuff. And it's also in Aquarius and Saturn, right? The oppositions here. So here, this T-square is telling us that obviously it's going to be a lot of like issues with communicating our emotions, showing us our needs. And this is going to be amplified with this Jupiter in Aquarius energy. So we might feel with these two T-squares this need to communicate, really communicate our needs, say, put a clear boundaries with people, and try not to be so much from the mind, like really acting with, like, just with our thinking, with our mind, and really try to tune in into our hearts and see, how do I feel safe? Where is my security laying? And how are my needs covered? Yeah, so more like tune into the heart. And also one last thing I want to share is that we have also Venus here in Capricorn rising, and Venus is very active because we have it in 11 aspects on this chart, and also it's the ruler of Taurus. So the Venus is the ruler planet of this event, lunar eclipse and full moon, where Venus is in Shamanic Astrology has to do with our feminine side. It's about love and relationships and beauty, art. So it also brings a lot of creativity into us. And you know from your experience, when we clear our blockages, creativity is one of the things that really rise up, because all these hidden deep things want to express and release, and sometimes it comes out as art, as singing, as dance, right? So I'm gonna close this and continue a little bit, share a few more things with you. Yeah, so overall this is as I said, very powerful, intense, but it's happening, all these alignments are happening for a very good reason, because Earth is rising up its frequency, and is pushing us to really clear ourselves even more every time. And this, you know, it happening in layers. So I will say to you, for this full moon, take time for yourself, really connect with the heart, and really see from within what really feels good for you. Make sure you put clear boundaries to the people around you, also boundaries to yourself, on your mind, the way you think, and try to use these energies to really know what is good for you, and also to create, to use this harsh energy to just change the, how to say, change it to something positive and productive. Also, if you have many planets in the energy of Scorpio or Ascendant, also if you have in close to the 27 degrees of Taurus planets, also check in which houses this falls in your chart, and then you will have a clear idea in which areas of your life will get more affected. So I would love to hear, if you like this video, let me know how do you feel about me sharing the chart and explaining a little bit more, or if it's too much information. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the videos, and bye for now.